Hi folks, Zachy here, inside my kitchen, away from any wind-related audio issues, and I'm just making myself a cup of tea. But I'm here to tell you that March Magic's 2024 Paint by Numbers edition, Beauty is in the Eye of the Cardboard Holder, round 3 polls are going up right now. So if you're checking out this episode, after you're done, go check out Twitter and vote in the polls for your favorite artists in round 3. All right, guys, enjoy the episode and this clean audio. We love you. I love you, Mana. Bye-bye.
Oh, God! Oh, God!
This theme is gonna serve as a placeholder till we get a hold of something better. I love you, Mana.
And then I immediately stopped talking.
Here we
So
are.
let's hit the dwarves. Let's hit the dwarves.
Let's hit the dwarves.
I wanted to pick your brain on the 40K dwarves this time.
Okay.
They're a very new faction, and I have mixed feelings about them.
Okay.
I have hold on. So
Can
technically,
can I just interject before I have a dwarf thing, which is
oh yeah, absolutely.
just quickly before the others get here, I can only divulge this to you, Tor, and our listeners.
Okay.
I was recently shown an ad the other day for custom keycaps that are all in dwarvish.
Wait,
and
what's
they
a
would be
keycap? Oh, keycap. Oh, like for
mechanical
keyboard.
yeah. Which
they're
could work with
Dwarven
my
ruins?
keyboard. They're all in dwarven, and it's $90, and I think I'm gonna do it.
You think you're gonna pull the trigger on it? That's awesome.
Okay.
Do it. Pull the trigger.
All right. So what were you saying?
Oh well, since they're here, I think we should go on to the memes I was making.
Okay.
I'm gonna
You
send.
making
I'm gonna
memes now, Tor?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna send a few. I'm gonna fire some off to our group chat. and see
What do
guys
you use to make memes?
think. Microsoft Paint. I was just asking Belly what the correct font was for that, but I figured there was like meme makers. But
Does
that
it
seems-
matter?
Yes, with memes it matters. I think. I don't know.
It matters with font?
Yeah, because like if you
think
just
so.
put like if you put like a professional font over it, it doesn't seem to work.
There's
So
gotta
what-
be like
in
an
what capacity?
authenticity.
In what
It-
capacity does it not work?
It's
All right,
like
let's see this.
it looks too professional and not child.
What is happening? What is happening?
Is this just going to be porn, Tor?
Is this targeted
No.
at Zach?
Yeah, we're gonna make Zach a meme. It's Chad Kagan.
I that was my initial read. I thought that was Kagan at first.
Okay,
Eyes
I guess
blurred.
Who is this?
I don't know.
This guy
This
looks
is like
AI.
Joji.
This looks AI.
I don't know who it is. It
Yeah,
was
we can't see
some,
his hands, so it
Like
could
his
be
torso
AI.
doesn't look real. You know?
You guys have nice abs. Like, those are incredible abs. I wish I had that definition.
this is not a good representation of Kagan.
Well, it's Chad Kagan.
It sure is Chad.
Are we
Take shit,
showing this?
flushes it.
Do you want
What
to
does
show
that
this,
even-
Tor? Should I?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Take shit, flushes it.
Yeah, he
Let's
doesn't
look at
fish it
these.
out of the toilet.
All right. So, listener, if you're a faithful listener, we're looking at a meme of
I don't
Chad
know how to make-
Kagan.
Who is this?
I don't know. He showed up on Twitter.
With the text Bionicle? Is that the new supplement in Rogan's nootropic
I like how you
stack?
spelled supplement wrong.
I think that's part of
did I?
it. Oh,
Also,
Oh, I didn't know I did.
I
I
don't
made
think
these. I
someone-
made these 30 seconds ago. I made these 30 seconds.
Well, I think you got it. I think you got it right on there, Tor.
Okay, good. Yeah, I'm embracing the spirit of memes.
I would post this.
yeah. I think you should I think you should fire this. Do you
I
want me
would
to post
fire
this in
these
the
off.
Discord?
See what I would fire them off on your Twitter, Tor.
I'm working on a series. If I'm gonna fire him off, I'm gonna fire him off in one tweet.
Oh,
I don't-
nice.
I
Now,
don't
Tor,
see-
are you gonna do multiple picks, or are you gonna do like a main one, your favorite one, then reply with it, and then have people vote on it?
I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Let's
This
see.
should be March Magics.
This should be March. Who can create the best Chad Kagan meme?
Yeah.
Well, this is my point. Is that okay? Well, 2 points. One, I don't think someone that young, because this guy looks like he's in his early 20s, is watching Rogan. I think
Here,
You're kidding me.
Are you
You're kidding
trolling
me.
us right now?
So
Troll
many people
podcast,
listen
check
to
it out.
Rogan.
I don't think
Dude,
it's like a young
12-year-olds
person
listen to Rogan.
Yeah, dude.
thing. Really?
He's the biggest
Fucking
podcast
Paul
on the planet.
Atreides' sister, Aaliyah, listens to Rogan.
In the womb.
Yeah.
In the womb.
That's what
Timothy
awakened
Chalamet
her.
listens to Rogan.
It gave her the genetic
Does he
memory.
really? That's awesome.
I don't fucking know.
Oh, right.
dude.
And the second thing is that we might have new listeners that are joining us specifically for round 3 of March Magic's 2024.
I have to
Paint by
feed my
Numbers
dog
edition.
and do one thing, so I'll be right back.
All right,
For
Bill.
sure,
Oh my
man.
god. March Magic's 2024 Paint by Numbers edition.
Oh, nice.
Beauty
Belly
is in the-
made that his off-screen thing.
Beauty is in the eye of the cardboard holder, and we are
Dude,
entering.
Warner Brothers cartoons used to just really go for it.
We are entering round 3, our Sweet 16 round.
How many rounds is this?
Let me check the bracket for how many it will be.
Well, this is the 16th, so we'll have one that's the 8th, and
Yeah.
then one that's the 4, and then
Yeah.
one that's the 2. That's the final.
Yeah, so I guess that's
Holy
4,
shit!
right?
So there's 4 more weeks of this shit.
Yeah, there's 4
Oh,
more
yeah.
weeks of this. Although we can maybe sort of make the last 2 kind of compact. We can do half a week. Because I think once we're in the semifinals, the finals, who wants a whole week for the finals? That
Yeah,
seems
exactly. It's only 2
excessive.
things.
Yeah, it's
Who
only
wants
2
a
artists.
whole month?
But if you're joining us for the first time, maybe you've never listened to I Love You, Man. Maybe
How
you've
is
never,
how is
listened
that
to-
possible?
maybe you've never listened to a podcast.
How is that
before.
even possible? If
Uh,
you're gonna join for the 3rd round,
This is March Magic's our
previously
yearly
on
review.
I Love You, Man.
Exactly.
Zach picked art that was similar to each other,
That was
clearly
for one
showing he
round.
was phoning it in. In the next round, Belly curated the art.
It's true. We haven't discussed this on the podcast. In our second round. So for our first round, I picked all the art.
Zach, you bailed for the first round.
Well, I had to go to my draft. I had a draft that evening. So I had scheduled time, and we started late. So I knew going in that I would have to bow out at a certain point.
What
It's
am I
all good.
doing?
So in round 1, we had
What am I doing? Tor?
64. We had 64 total artists going head to head, duking it out, and we had a few upsets.
I mean,
not
what
everyone
are
made
we
it.
doing
Izzy,
here?
Izzy was
We're
defeated.
talking March Magics.
Who else was defeated? Oh,
Who got flushed down the toilet?
yeah, who got flushed down the toilet in my mom's upstairs?
I thought it was
bathroom.
interesting that someone did reply to a tweet that they're upset Seb McKinnon wasn't involved.
Oh, really? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So we've
I
got
act-
controversy too.
I echo that.
Well, Seb, I have to
As
say it now.
as a Seb head, I echo that.
Seb, the only reason Seb was not in the tournament is because he did not have the unique number of arts to.
Well, because he was canceled.
It's not because he was canceled.
I think it's because he was canceled, and you're trying to save face with your cons.
We chose.
You don't want
numerically-
you don't want Greg Orange fucking breathing down your neck.
We love Greg Orange, blue white control player. He's got no voice in this tournament other than voting the normal way, like anyone else.
Greg Orange can GTH.
So
How about that?
we had 60. So we chose the top 64 Magic the Gathering artists by their raw number of arts contributed to the game.
I didn't choose nothing.
Yeah, I know. You weren't even around for the first episode. We had Vorthos Mike.
I
sitting
didn't
in.
choose nothing.
And people
Tor
love
didn't choose
Vorthos Mike.
nothing.
People are like, give me more Vorthos Mike, less regular Mike.
Yeah, that's what everyone's saying.
But we had some upsets. We had Kieran Yanner didn't move on. We had some old school guys not move on. Mark Teeden.
By the way,
narrowly
no one
lost the
said
race.
more Vorthos, less regular. That's just something
Who
you
said
made
that?
up. That's
Who
what
said
that's
that?
something Zach makes up these things in his mind. It's like
said
Zach
that?
should just be like, I said this.
What? Vorthos is how you pronounce it, right?
No, but I'm saying what you said is was not said by anyone other than your conscience.
I liked Vorthos, Mike. He was pep. He had pep.
Yeah.
He did have pep.
He had
But
pep.
he can't. We all know he can't.
We got
fucking
numerous
replace the king.
engagements from Circovitz.
What are these engage? Oh, okay, from Circovitz. Is
Yeah.
it just Circovitz?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
If
so
Circovitz
numerous,
likes your tweets-
Target audience.
numerous engagements, and by engagements you mean he quote tweeted it after you asked him to.
Yeah. There's been a lot of that going on, to be honest. I've been juicing the numbers. But
I want to talk about that.
our engagement's never been higher. Like, all of these polls this week for round 2 had over 100 votes. This is
That's
great.
true.
This is
That's
big
true.
for the podcast.
I
It
wish
is fantastic.
it
I
is-
love it.
we do-
I personally look forward to March Magics every year, and that's not sarcasm talking. That's my conscience.
Well,
I
it
will
does
say-
help that
It's
you
like-
plan and organize none of it.
I know. I love it. I personally love it. It boosts our engagement. Sorry if I'm not enthusiastic enough. I think it's because I took too many edibles, but that's probably
Hell yeah.
I will say there's been like a modicum of improvement to our actual downloads. So maybe we gotta get some, I don't know.
March Magics,
Do we-
baby.
do we
It's the
keep-
magics of
Do
March.
we keep it? Maybe we just do this every month. We pick a different aspect of Magic and do a tournament. And
It's
Zach
March
can
Madness.
organize and do it all, and we can just profit.
We just
off
do
of it.
polls.
Year-round March.
Polls
We
are
just do
big. dude.
polls.
What if we just did polls? We're
Yeah.
the
A
Magic
comment on the
stripper poll.
engagement.
Isn't that the bad thing we don't like to do in regards to Magic Twitter, where we just kind of engagement farm?
Oh yeah,
Like,
it
what's
is
your-
kind of
Isn't
engagement
that the
farming.
point
though.
of what? Isn't that what everyone does now, though?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
isn't
right.
that the
though. Yeah,
logical
Fuck
endpoint
it.
of this project?
yeah.
We
Let's
should-
do it. Let's
Yeah,
engagement
it's
farm
been-
the fuck
been-
out of this
It's
shit.
been 6 fucking years. We might as well just try to engage.
Yeah, we've what good has like holding off done for us? Like nothing.
All we
Yeah,
do
let's
is
let's
hold
go
off.
full. Let's go full nerd crew here, man. We're the Magic nerds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We just
dude.
post every
Untap,
day.
upkeep, draw, bro.
Nickel Bolas.
Dude, how many loyalty comments
made
are
that
on your
design?
planeswalker?
That's pretty iconic.
Every day we
Dude.
just
Should I just
tweet-
start come on,
Exile your
pit
graveyard,
fighter.
dude. Hey, Zach,
so
remember
cool.
discard your commander?
Yeah, I don't
Frozen
remember what that was about.
Colossus.
I tried to, I like, you had to blindly pick a card to discard, and I kept shuffling them so you'd pick your commander.
Okay. And it went back to my
Squee.
and then it went back to my command zone.
No, it goes to your graveyard now. That's a new rule.
Bull Wrath.
What are you
I know-
talking about?
I know
Tor?
all. I know all the
naming Magic
rules.
cards.
I'm
Okay.
the MTG rules boy of the pod.
Okay,
You're
you're a
rule
level
master,
1
you're
judge.
keeper of the rules.
Yeah, I'm a level 1 judge, and you're all disqualified.
Okay, so
I would, if I were at a tournament, I'd be like, "You're disqualified. Eat shit."
dude,
And you
I
gotta discard your hand.
I made so many rules violations at my tournament, and like I suffered 0 penalties. It was awesome.
Well,
Well,
that's because Mike wasn't your judge.
Yeah, I would be breathing down your neck.
Got
I'd
these
be
commie
I'd-
judges in there.
I'd be standing over you. I'd be standing over you so close you could smell my sack sweat.
You're, I mean, you are
your
tall.
foot would be up on the table.
You'd be able
obviously.
to smell my frickin' junk.
So
I'd
the
be
premise
so
here
close
is that,
to you.
but you're not bending over. You're just straight.
I'm just standing straight up, looking past you. I'm like surveilling the room, but you are my main post.
You're
Mhm.
at crotch level.
100%.
He's actually standing on a textbook to make it perfectly.
And
At
speaking
your
of
nose
crotch level, come to Zach's first free comedy show next Wednesday where no comics are getting paid. Good on you,
What-
Zach.
You're gonna get paid, Mike. You're headlining.
Do I get paid?
You will be paid. Yes.
Oh my god, it's gonna be like $12 fucking.
Yeah,
I'm so
probably.
sick of this fucking shit, dude.
They're like, you want to do my show in Bemidji? You make $9.
You're going to Bemidji?
No.
No,
It's
I got
it's
offered that
Sisyphus.
though.
March 27th, Fishbowl Comedy, Sisyphus Brewing. I'm co-hosting with very funny Lucy Beer Shank. It's a
I
fun
got
show.
offered a show in Bemidji. They're like, we really love you and respect you as a comic. would you
Mhm.
want to headline this show an hour for $40? And I was like, how are these shows happening, dude?
Bemidji is beautiful.
Yeah.
Also, you can visit the
Also,
headwaters of the
a
Mississippi.
drive.
Well, this is a good point because if we do polls every month, we're gonna run out of Magic stuff pretty.
No, we won't. We
No,
just
we
make
won't.
stuff up like best
We'll
feet
just
in
cycle
Magic.
every week.
Best
We'll cycle
ass
through
in
4
Magic.
engagement posts.
We do a Magic poll with pro players, least stinkiest junk. That'd be a good poll.
Oh, I do have some intel about which pro players are especially stinky, but I don't think I'm
I
allowed
bet you
to
do.
air
You're like,
it.
If I buy your hot pot, can I smell it?
Ugh. Why are you zooming in on me?
You said you had the fucking.
I'm not
intel.
allowed to
can't
spill the
tell
tea.
it.
zoom in on Zach again.
I'm not allowed to. Oh,
If I buy your hot pot, can I get down there?
New
Oh,
Chad
yeah, the
Kagan
hot
meme has the dish on some pro players, shares it
Won't
with his
share
friends. I'm just kidding.
This is the ep title. Zach dishes on pro players.
no, the
Yeah,
ep
just
title is
clickbait.
March Magic's round 3.
No,
Let's
no,
keep it
it's
focused.
Zach.
All
Zach.
clickbait.
Zach spills the beans on Greg Orange.
Everyone do their
Greg Orange
clickbait-
is
everyone do their
lovely. It's
clickbait
not
face.
Greg Orange.
You know why
Uh,
they call him Greg Orange?
Are you doing the clickbait reaction face? Okay.
Yeah, we're doing clickbait faces.
All right.
Zach, give us
Look,
a
here's one.
clickbait face.
I gotta shave. I don't look good for this. I'm
Zach,
being
Kagan.
You have
self-conscious.
no facial hair.
No,
That's
look at
5
this.
o'clock
It's
shadow.
Rough. It's
Looks
rough.
great.
Why are you zooming in on me again?
You said look at it. You said look at this.
I don't
We
want
wanted
to
to look at your
scrutinized.
scrub.
Look at
I'm
this. I'm growing like
self-conscious.
I'm growing like a beard by my lymph nodes.
Nice.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm growing a nice lymph node beard.
Folks,
Lymph beard.
this is a podcast called I Love You, Mana. It's about hobbies. It's about friendships.
I disagree. This is a hardcore Magic the Gathering podcast where the boys are gonna fill you in on all things Magic the Gathering.
Yeah,
We're gonna
what
fill you up with so
commanders
much
are
magic.
you building?
Is it
That's
time?
what
Oh,
everyone wants to
dude,
know.
I got like 3 decks in the oven.
Oh, wow.
I got a
many-
60 carder. I got a 40 carder.
It's a good
Dude,
variety.
dude,
100 carder.
I got so many cards.
Yeah, me too, man.
I've
That's
got
the
an
problem.
individual deck. Each
Can
How
two
do
cards be a deck?
You
What-
guys
what-
want to?
What time does a stack become a deck?
You guys want to see my deck?
I want to see your stack, dude.
Show
Let's
us
see
your
your
stack.
You guys want to see my 100 card deck?
Okay, this is going off the rails.
This is what
Show
these
us that
podcasts
deck.
sound like.
What's that
Daddy.
300 card deck?
You guys want to see my big thick deck?
So we got the results. The results is of round 3 is basically wrapping up as we speak.
What do you mean?
Sorry,
Wait,
round
hold
2.
on a
round
second.
two.
Go back.
Round
go
3
back
will
up.
happen.
Why? Why am I? Why, dude? I'm an institution on this podcast, bro.
Okay. Yes.
This
And?
is my podcast.
Yeah. Well, you did abdicate to go form the troll hole.
Well, I
He's
could have
advertising
multiple
it.
podcasts.
I guess so, but it did seem like
What do you
were.
mean you guessed?
You did
You're
literally
down.
say this is your podcast now, Zach.
Yeah.
Tell
Yeah,
us.
well, yeah, but it's like,
Was that just
like, say
gaslighting?
Zach is like the foreman, I'm like the boss.
Okay. So I was
Okay.
just left in charge of it temporarily.
I see.
Indeed.
Okay.
I
be the
did pretty
operator?
good with it. Look
Hold
at
on,
the
hold on a
engagement.
second. Hold on a second. Good work on this poll there, Zach. See, that's a boss thing.
Thanks.
Okay.
So yes,
Round
Round
two.
this poll there, Zach.
Round 2
Well,
results.
It wasn't gaslighting Belly. That's not something I do.
Mm,
Belly boy.
mm.
I started a
You have to be
podcast.
mistaken.
Now Belly's mming me.
I've been promoting your podcast
Thank
everywhere
you so
I can.
much.
Yeah.
Check
You've been
out
posting hole
Check out
everywhere.
Troll Hole.
check out the latest up with Mike Kaplan, entitled "Martin Luther King Jr."
Beautiful. I'm
Why isn't
sure
it-
it respects his memory.
It's a bit we did on the pod, that,
And it was recorded in February, right?
and it got us a strike on YouTube.
No way.
For saying Martin Luther
For
King
what?
Jr.
Watch the pod and find out.
Ooh,
Wow.
There you go. That's a good one.
Ooh.
Watch the pod and find out what got us a strike. Well, yeah, Zach, you got to bank the EPs because they're
Yeah.
evergreen. They're segmented. It's not like March Magics where you have to do it in March.
Yeah, but people love the tradition. People
do
love
love
the
traditions.
process.
And I love the traditions.
It's chewy.
No, we got more than Chewy on this.
We're getting
we
have
objectively have a lot of people in on March Magic.
People are invested.
this is like 3 times the engagement we had for last year.
Well,
like,
look,
it's
look,
big.
look at the relevant people. It's I love you, Mana, and look who's next.
Mike
I
Lester.
don't
It's
get
because you're
what's
tagged in the
happening. All right.
post.
I'm just going away from that tweet.
Wait, here,
'cause
okay.
we're,
Before we
fixating
get
on
into
that.
the results,
you.
before we get into the results, because I think we have got more vamping that we can do.
Okay.
I just want to say that, for the first round, I picked the arts, and I'll be honest, I picked the arts. Mostly I filtered on Scryfall
You
for the
lazily
artists,
picked the arts.
and I filtered by price, and I tried to pick an iconic card, but I kind of shortcutted by filtering by price and choosing expensive
How
cards.
many hours did you put into this?
It takes a lot, dude. There were 32 polls for round one.
It does take a long time. I
Well,
can't
who
believe
dis-
you did that.
Who decided
Zach.
that?
Well, we were originally only going to do 32 artists, and then when I
That would
was
have been a great.
That would have been awesome.
Oh, but then was it all white guys?
That would have been the month.
Well,
Well,
that-
just pick other people.
there are 2 things. One, it would be mostly white guys. It still is mostly white guys.
I mean, this is null and void because you didn't include Seb.
Seb didn't make the cut, just on numbers. And
Yes, he
other
does.
controversial people did make the cut.
This is
Therese
true.
Nielsen, for
This
example.
is true.
So
What other artists made the cut that are controversial, huh?
I only really know.
Adolf Hitler?
Well, actually, there is one. Who was it? He lost in round 1, but there was an artist who got in trouble for plagiarizing art.
Oh, was that the
he-
Nicol Bolas one?
Oh,
Yes,
everyone
the,
does
the
that.
the Crux of Fate art.
Right.
Everyone does that, right, Tor?
Jason Felix. He lost pretty handily in a pretty tough match for him to Zoltan Boros. Like Boros is gonna cream
Zoltan.
him.
Yeah,
Did you just say Zoltan creamed him?
Yes, Zoltan Boros creamed Jason
that
Felix
is the
in round
title
1.
of the app.
What if Hitler was like a really good artist? Like he was
is.
actually really
he was
good.
pretty good.
He wasn't
No,
bad.
he wasn't
Yeah.
good.
He did
was-
charcoal. He did charcoal and
decent.
pastel. It's not bad.
I'm talking like Van Gogh, like revolutionary.
I mean, we
Okay.
can all agree he
I
wasn't.
mean, he
that
was
bad
revolutionary in a way.
We can
yeah, but
all
not in
agree.
the art world. Like, what do you
I-
think? Would people be like, I still appreciate Hitler's art? Like,
The art versus
Well,
the
I
I
art.
can
think what
separate him.
What Tor
I
is
can
saying,
separate.
what Tor is saying, and we can all agree here, is that he wasn't that bad.
now that Dune 2 is like so huge, people are posting like the part from like Dune Messiah where like Paul praises Hitler. It's like I didn't read Dune Messiah, so I was like, oh, okay.
Well, we knew that.
Yeah, we knew that, Zach. You don't
Everyone
read.
praises Hitler.
You don't read, bud.
I read Dune 1. I read the first Dune.
Why did
when
I
was
just say
16.
that? Why the fuck did I just say that?
What
Tor,
did Tor say?
because you're
Oh, I'm
waxing.
losing it, man. I'm fucking losing it.
Well, you're on edibles too, Tor.
Yeah, that's fair.
How many eddies did you take?
Just like 20 milligrams.
What's
but
the eddy
I'm
count?
pretty light. I'm pretty
20
lightweight.
milligrams? That's a lot, bro.
That's
Yeah.
nothing, dude.
But it's not a
For
lot.
someone of Tor's size, he's like Andre the Giant. He's got to
Okay.
take like 600 milligrams.
Well, I take 5 and I get pretty.
Well,
And then, like-
that's because you're tiny. You know, there's nowhere for it to go.
Well, I got so much hair for it to go into. My mom had this whole thing
How
about.
the fuck do you think?
What? No,
edibles
don't
work,
blow
bro?
past that.
Okay,
How
my
do you
mom
think, are
had
you
this whole
high right
thing.
now? How do you think
No.
edibles work?
My mom had this whole thing about like when I was in high school. She'd be like, "I know you're going to be I know you'll if you're smoking weed because you can smell it in your hair, and if I smell it in your hair, I know you're smoking weed." And I was very scared of her smelling my hair.
Did
She would
you
do
ever-
it periodically.
Did you get high
Would-
in high school even?
No.
Yeah,
She
you
would
haven't
periodically
you didn't get high till
smell
your
your hair?
30s.
Yeah, she would. No, I got high in college.
I think this was an excuse for your mom to just get a big old whiff of your hair.
Yeah,
Your
she would
mom's doing
periodically
the
smell my hair.
FBI hair test on you.
Yeah, she did.
My mom could tell I was smoking weed because I mean, she would just physically catch me hitting a bong.
Okay.
She'd be like, "Mike, I smell pot," and then she'd open the door and I'm just hitting a bong in my bedroom like an idiot. I'm
It
hitting
really-
like a 2-foot bong. And she'd be like, "You're gonna have to throw that away," and I'm like, "I will," and I just put it in my closet.
She didn't take it from you?
And now I'm a fucking loser.
No, you're not.
You
You're
own
right.
the
You
house.
take
You're
wonderful
married.
care of your mother.
Crumb Kingdom comedy tour. Come to Milwaukee and Indianapolis this week.
Trollhole podcast.
Trollhole podcast. El Presidente of I Love You Mana overseeing March Magics.
El
You're right.
Presidente now.
Okay.
Can I be the Commodore?
El
I'll be the
Presidente
Commodore.
with my Commodore Tor, and
Hell
I
yeah.
could be Shogun.
Belly is the Shogun, and Zach's our little stinky hair.
Okay.
Belly, are you watching that show?
I am. I love it. It's
I
so
gotta check it out. If you like
Dude,
it, I'll check it
I
out.
watch Poor Things and I totally get why
Ooh.
that's gotten so many Oscar noms.
So wait, okay.
Oh, I
the-
liked it.
what is
Well,
the
yeah, of
premise of
course you
Poor
like
Things
it.
like?
There's pedophilia in it.
I was gonna say the guy makes like a fuckable Pinocchio. Is that what the
Well,
like?
it's Frankenstein if it were a woman and became a prostitute, essentially.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
sounds
I get why it's popular. Like, but it's just like, I think it's like the worst part of that movie is like the story. That's like the weakest part. It's like the visual effects are great,
Sure.
the costuming's great, the stage deco's
Performances.
great. I mean, I would say like the
You don't like the
casting's great.
performances?
I think Gerard Carmichael's good in it.
Okay.
Wait, so if it's
What
fuckable
about-
Frankenstein, why aren't people mad about necrophilia instead of like,
Because
well,
pedophilia?
people kinda are.
she's alive. I mean, it's just like an unremarkable movie.
Oh, come on, man.
It's
That's
unremarkable.
easy. That's easy. You can say that about any movie. You can say any movie.
Yeah, but Zach,
unremarkable.
the difference is I actually watched it. Okay.
I watched it too.
Okay.
Okay,
What
I would say
happens in it?
I did not like all the fisheye lenses in the first third. I found that was very disorienting, and it made
Zach,
me want
you
to.
don't know what a
the
fish-eyed lens is. You see life in a fish-eyed view.
Well,
Okay, Zach,
I like fish.
You're
There's
Zacky.
nothing to do.
You're Zacky fish eyes.
what?
Speaking
so,
of fish, Fishbowl Comedy, March 27th, Sisyphus Brewing.
Yeah. Come
Free
watch
show,
a bunch of
7 p.m.
comics get ripped off.
what?
They're gonna love it. They love stage time, and Zachy is doling it out one spoonful at
I'm
a
gonna
time.
I'm gonna torpedo this fucking show.
Open up, Mikey. Here comes the airplane.
I'm not showing up.
Come on, you're gonna get some money.
You better get $1,000.
Let's quantify it. Let's quantify where Poor Things is on Zach's radar. Give us a movie that's better than Poor Things and a movie that's worse than Poor
Ooh,
Things.
I like this.
I'll
Zach.
give you a movie that's better than Poor Things.
What's that?
Anything.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want me to
So it's the
say-
worst movie ever made.
I'd
Yeah,
say
Zach.
it's one of them.
Wait,
It's one of
you
the
said
worst-
that you. I can't.
It goes
so
from
you don't like it.
unremarkable to the worst movie ever made.
I
Beautiful.
like Poor Things. I would say that I liked some of the other nominees. Like I think I liked
I feel like Zach likes Poor Things because it's an easy like fap.
okay because
Zach
Emma
can-
Stone has
Zach,
sex a lot.
Zach
in it.
can choke his chicken to it. I feel like that's how Zach rates movies.
I mean, you can also see Emma Stone naked in The Curse, and let me tell you, I was not jerking off to that.
When is she naked in The Curse?
There's like,
Oh,
I
like,
think it like
We got
episode
ourselves a
3.
real Mr. Skin over here, Zach. Where else can I see?
Yeah. Zach's really keeping a
What about Charlize
Rolodex.
Theron? Did she ever do any nude scenes? You could be hot.
Charlize Theron? I think probably. I don't know.
Zach's,
I get
Zach's
why
doing
it's.
the
I get
mentat,
why
like,
Poor
eyes
Things.
back
Yeah, my
of the
eyes
head.
go back.
Yeah.
I get why Poor Things is Oscar nominated though.
The
Why?
performances were
Because
great.
it encourages pedophilia.
Mm.
and you think Hollywood is really into that? They're like,
Yes,
yes,
it
this
is.
reflects our lifestyle.
Unironically,
it
yes.
1,000% is.
It literally is.
So Mike is only saying this because the premise is that like it. I don't want to spoil the movie.
What's there to spoil? Willem Dafoe with a
he's
scar
great.
face puts a brain from a dead lady, puts the baby brain from a dead lady into the woman's brain, and then she slowly becomes
It's
a
her-
woman.
it's
and
her
goes into
like
prostitution.
it's her baby's like 9-month-old baby in utero brain into her
So
mother's
she's just
body.
like pissing and shitting herself for the
Yes.
first part of the movie.
Yeah,
For the
and
first
that's
she is.
entertaining. That's
Dude.
entertaining.
Okay, I might be coming around on this. This sounds
Honestly, it's pretty fun.
it sounds insane to me.
It is insane. It goes off, and it's got some great
It is
performances.
really insane how
Great costumes.
I mean, it's a really original arc where a character goes from gibberish to fully formed.
I will say,
I mean, they're really repainting.
Okay,
You know,
we love
they're really
stories.
reinventing the wheel.
Dune is not original in this. If you go by this sense,
Aaliyah, baby. Aaliyah Trades.
yeah,
our
she
girl.
goes from an embryo into a fully formed
fully formed.
person very quickly. We need to give
Can we talk
Emma,
about March Magics?
Emma Stone's
Okay.
character from Poor Things, The Water of Life.
Give
Okay.
each panelist a wrap up
I
about
wanted
Poor
to-
Things or movies.
I think we did it. See Poor Things. I like Mark Ruffalo
I
in
would
it.
say skip it.
I'd
say skip it and don't watch movies at all.
Did you like
So we
any
get a
movie
thumbs down from Mike.
Did you like
Thumbs up
any?
from Zach.
Yeah. Did you like any movie from last year, Mike? From like any Oscar movie?
No, I liked. No,
Did you see them all? Did you see some of them?
of course I didn't see any of them.
Okay.
His whole
All right,
stance
Any
is
movie
don't
doesn't
see
have to be
movies.
Oscar.
Yeah.
Let's do March Magics.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So
Let's
before
do
we
March
get into
Magics, but it's Emma Stone roles.
ooh, that's fun. That could be that. We could do that in April.
Oh, that would suck. All right, go ahead.
So, before we get into the results of round two, I wanted to highlight something. I think one of the most notable things of round two is I curated the arts for round one, and we psychoanalyzed that last time. But this
Which
time,
you were not here for.
I did listen to your critiques, and I have to
And
say,
what did you think?
Do you agree or disagree?
Yeah, do you have any
I have to say that you were not very charitable to me. I did put some time into my picks. I did need to pick quickly.
I thought we were
all
charitable.
all the picks look the same. What do you want me to do with that?
We said we're glad you organized it. It's a
I
lot of
mean,
work.
did you pick some
I think we
baddies?
said that.
Sure, but it's like you picked 3 baddies.
Is that all you want, Mike? You just want? I mean, if it were up to you, the art for Earthbind would win.
What's that?
Yeah, you don't even know, but it's a card where a fairy is tied up in like
ooh, yeah.
BDSM stuff.
Yeah.
I thought, well, Mike didn't like Poor Things, so
Yeah, he didn't like seeing Emma Stone be horny.
no, I found it crass.
yeah. So why would he like Earthbound, Zach? Why would he like?
Yeah.
Why would he like this
Yeah.
filthiness?
Yeah,
Mike likes
I'm not.
empowered women. You know.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm that
Powerful.
member of the Magic Podcast. Is I empower women.
You give a
Isn't that
voice to the female.
Wasn't that the theme of Poor Things? Is that she's like, reclaiming her own body?
No, the theme to Poor Things was Frank and Pussy.
What
Okay,
That was his pitch. That was his elevator pitch.
if this is your first episode of I Love You, Manna, you're like, what the fuck is this?
Okay, well, go back to any of them, and you'll still be like, "What the fuck is this?"
That's true. Aaron's most deranged Poor Things.
Aaron
take-
Isaacs.
Yeah, our mutual friend Aaron Isaacs, our Joe Sacramento of the podcast. His take on Poor Things is he thinks that Emma Stone's pubic
Let's get
hair
Aaron
was
in
CGI,
here.
which
He
I
thinks
think is
Emma
crazy.
Stone's pubes are what?
He thought it was CGI.
Okay.
He thought it was special effects.
Who the fuck is Joe Sacramento?
Wait,
Who
Bob
the fuck is
Sacramento.
Bob Sacramento?
It's like the guy that Kramer always talks about on Seinfeld that never actually shows
Zach,
up.
you got to get the name right. If you're good, it's Bob Sacca. What is it? I don't remember. I had it in my brain for a second, but I lost
Aaron
it.
thinks CGI means cum gallons instantly.
Okay, all right. For this round,
March Magics.
For this round of March Magic, our dear esteemed co-host and himbo god, Belly of Steel, chose the art. Belly, what was your design philosophy
Our
around the
Shogun.
art choice for round two?
I did. As you know, and I'll say, as Shogun, Thank you. It was an honor to curate the representative art for round 2. I had a lot of fun. It was really fun. I think Tor and Mike should do it.
I'll
for
do it.
the
Yeah.
rounds.
Whoa.
I'll do it.
It was really fun.
I'll do it when it's the least amount. Does that sound good?
Okay.
Mike will do the final.
I'll do the final 2. Does that?
I get veto. I get veto over Mike's picks. Okay.
Why does that get veto?
You don't get shit, dude.
Because
I'm
the final round.
I'm El Presidente.
It's one of the most important rounds.
Yeah,
and
but
people
Zach,
are following it.
Zach, you're 4th, dude.
I tell you what.
What if
you
we
can
give
both,
Mike round
you
to
can
4?
both make a final round pick. And then
I
you
get
can
to
vote
do
on
the
who
final
gets
2, and they don't necessarily have to be art from the artist.
So Tor gets quarterfinals, Mike gets semifinals.
I get finals. I get finals, and I say that they can be screenshots from whatever medium I want.
Oh
Okay.
god.
So Tor, you are signing up to choose arts for the next round. Is that correct?
Yes, I'll do it. I'll do
Right,
it.
That's
Yeah.
very exciting.
When
That's
do you
very
need
exciting.
them by? Like tonight? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow
Tonight.
morning would be great.
Tell Tor,
Tonight
yeah,
would be
as
good,
soon as
but-
possible, Tor.
Yeah.
I will.
Just
Okay.
giving Tor, Tor's timeline, and it's very easy to do. All you need to do is go on Scryfall and.
Oh,
type in-
I can figure it out. I can.
Okay.
You don't need to explain the process.
Yeah, Zach, you
We
don't
should
gotta,
get back
you
to
don't
March
gotta
Madness.
mansplain, Zach.
Okay.
Hey, Zach, you don't gotta
It's
mansplain.
gonna be all Chad Kagan memes all the way
Okay,
down.
It's
which
only
means,
me.
so do I get the finals then?
Okay.
No, I think Mike, you're gonna get the turn after that.
You're
No,
gonna get the
no,
spotlight.
I get the finals, and it can be whatever I want it to be.
We should have had Vorthos Mike pick one of the rounds. That's one thing.
Oh, fuck him, dude.
He's great.
He can eat
We should
shit.
have him back on for the final.
Mike
Sure.
can do
Also, how are we
I'll
gonna-
boot him
his
from the
own March
StreamYard.
Magic.
Are we doing-
all pictures?
I'll legit boot him from the StreamYard if he comes on.
Are we
here.
doing polls the whole way? Because that's unprecedented for March
Ellie,
Magic
we're-
as well.
Didn't
doing-
we do
we're
polls
doing
the whole way
poll-
last time?
No, we didn't. We
we're-
choose.
We're doing polls for the rest of the podcast.
We're
every
just polls
week,
podcast.
every week will be a new tournament where I pick the pictures for the finals
I mean, we've been trying to find a premise for the podcast for
6
You have
years.
been. I'm perfectly happy.
Yeah,
with what it
I'm
is.
perfectly happy just doing this, and the fact that you won't let the El Presidente pick the final picks. I mean, that's a little nervy.
Okay, so speaking of picks,
Uh-huh.
for my curation, I had a few kind of constraints, heuristics, guiding principles that influenced my choice. Do you
Belly,
want me
can
to
I say-
list them all out now, or do you
Can
want,
I
as
guess?
we go through them, we kind of...
Can I say this real quick, Belly, about your
course.
picks?
Yes.
You did a wonderful job.
Thank you.
And
Thank you,
I'm
Alfred.
counting on your vote to let me go through to the finals.
Wait,
Maybe
can
we
I,
should
can I
do a
guess
poll
one?
of whether Mike
let's
should
do
do the
it.
finals.
Yeah,
Let-
can we please? And it will be an overwhelming yes, because I'll tell you this, Zach, is I got heart, dude, and I'm transparent.
We should
And-
do a poll.
And I think you're a bit of a bullshit artist, if I'm being quite honest, Zach.
Okay.
I put it through all this legwork to make this tournament happen
Yeah,
every
and I'm
year.
gonna finish it off.
Zach is like a surrogate of Mike's baby.
Yeah,
Zach
yeah.
carried it to
This
term.
is my baby, so give me my baby.
Mike's
It's
just gonna
my
grip
baby.
words.
I came
No,
up with
it's
this
my
whole
baby.
concept.
It's
It
my
is Zach's
baby.
baby.
I thought of it.
No,
I
you
thought of
didn't.
this.
Mike's a baby snatcher.
Mike is
I-
baby snatching.
I am not baby snatching. We made an agreement. I was like, Zach, what if we did a tournament about magic? And you're
Oh my
like, great.
God.
I mean, to be fair, I stole it like everything for this podcast from Doughboys.
Incredible.
Zach-
Doughboys
See?
did not come up with
See?
the idea of making a bracket.
I
Yeah.
know.
A bracket was, I think, All Fantasy Everything was the first podcast to do brackets.
No,
Well, good
no,
for
it was
them. They're nice
Seinfeld.
guys.
Seinfeld did it.
Okay, should we go through
Wait,
each
Zach- yeah,
round?
no.
Well,
Belly,
we
I wanna
gotta
try to
figure out
guess.
whose baby
Yeah.
this is.
Yeah. So for round matchup 1 in round 2, we had Kev Walker versus Mark Zug.
Two grades.
Can I take a guess on what one of your parameters was, really quick
Yes.
though? I want to say it's from when you were playing, like, as like a kid. magic.
Yes.
There's definitely nostalgia because these are both from
Actually-
like a Torment, I think, or Odyssey.
Odyssey
Yeah.
block.
I have an idea of what one of your parameters was too, Belly.
Let me say this about Tor's parameter first. Tor's hit the nail right on the head. Nostalgia, if it struck a nostalgia chord within me, deep within me, that was kind of it. So obviously Kamal versus Cabal Patriarch.
Do you
All
want to
right,
hear
Mike.
my parameter now?
Yes, of course.
It's that their heads look like dongs.
They are. I mean, wait a second.
I never noticed a
some
little
head.
pivot at the top of Kamal
That is
before.
very phallic. Cabal
Now
Patriarchs.
that is what Zach's rubbing during poor things.
All right.
Wait, are we gonna talk about? I mean, speaking of movies and rubbing things.
What are you going to talk about? End of
Oh, the
Evangelion
lesbian?
or what?
No, the guy that was like caught.
Oh,
was arrested.
yeah!
The lesbian muscle girl movie.
No, but
Like,
he
yes.
passed out, dude. That's different.
He passed out with his cock out.
So
I wish they
what?
would
That's
uncensor
different.
it because,
I
like-
feel like that guy was framed, dude.
Okay.
Yeah,
he
that
just got
guy's
knocked
that
out. He
guy's
was a
thing
victim of
was
the knockout
more
game.
akin to Kamal's.
We
So-
gotta look out for the bros of America, bro.
So when I was choosing art, I biased toward expensive cards and constructed cards. And what I do like about Belly's curation is that he's highlighting a lot of these nostalgic cards that maybe were not like constructed players, right? But like I've got a lot of nostalgia for Kamal Pit
Zach,
Fighter.
your
Yeah.
round is over, dude.
But also,
I had a Cabal Patriarch deck.
also, if you read the novelization of Odyssey, the book, like
Yeah,
Cabal
ooh.
Patriarch was like Kamal is one of the protagonists, if
Yeah.
not the one, and Cabal Patriarch is like the main baddie. So like
Antagonist.
antagonist. Thank you. So it works on many levels.
Wait, so who won?
Kev Walker won. My boy Kev Dog, the #1 seed going into this whole tournament. How many
Number
votes?
one arts
I look
by
forward. I look forward to picking his art in the finals.
I mean, Kev is a pretty big favorite. He's the number one
He's
seed.
a big favorite. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, he's really gonna love the art I pick for him.
I did love Mark's. That's my one regret is that we only have one photo each, and maybe in the
Yeah.
finals, Mike
Can
choose
I
4
pick like
photos
multiple photos, or
each. And maybe
I'm already
even Tor for the next round.
I'm thinking of some actual videos I could post.
Oh God! All right, next.
All right, move on.
Next matchup, we had Victor Adam Minguez versus Jesper Essing.
Yeah, I'm not sure. how
Now
you're
I
supposed
know
to pronounce
I
that.
know what you were thinking of when you picked these.
Okay.
You're like, what looks like Mike and what looks like Zach.
No, one does look like you, and it's not the one that you think.
No, the one that won looks like you.
No,
I
the
mean,
one that won looks like you.
That looks just like you, dude.
It looks like this looks like
no,
your
that,
mom,
that
bro.
that looks like me, and this looks like you.
No, this
So I
looks
will
like your
say-
mom.
I will say.
No, are you kidding me? Have you seen your mom?
Part of
Like,
my
it does
process.
kind of look like my mom. That is
Yeah,
true.
I
your,
was
your
good- yeah, I
mom.
didn't
has
wanna go
that-
there, but
your
it
mom
is-
has that nose, dude.
Part of my process, I reviewed the artist's entire like discography, like
Whoa.
all of the art they made on Scryfall. I went through it like once first, and then I went backtracked and picked my favorite or whichever one.
Wow.
I'm
Um,
genuinely upset Victor lost this one because
Yeah.
I want
Victor is
I
great.
want a print of that on my wall.
I know it's so.
What card is that? How have I missed this card?
I think it's
That's a
Lord
recent.
of the Undead.
That's
Yeah,
recent artwork.
It's
it
Lord
was
of the
for a
Undead?
secret layer.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's a secret. I was like, when the fuck did Magic have motorcycles? There's
Yeah.
zombies riding
Can
motorcycles.
we please get like, if anyone out there can like do a custom of Tor in this card?
Ooh, that
Ooh, I would like
put
that.
Tor on that bike, but it's like a trike.
It's like a okay.
And then
So-
I would say do a custom of the other one, but it's pretty dead on already of Zach.
Okay. Okay.
All right,
Try to
move
find
on.
the card. Wait.
I love Victor Adame Menendez's art, but this is a tough matchup. Jesper Ising is
Did you
pretty
just
iconic.
add a syllable to his name?
Lord of the Undead.
They're both hard to.
You
It's
were
a
like
Lord of the
Victor
Undead,
Adame
which is sick.
Medinguez. You said
Okay.
Medinguez.
Next, so
Yeah,
Jesper
next one, next, Belly. Keep us
Essing
moving.
won with 64% of the vote, 146 votes. All right. Next,
This was tough.
Ooh,
we have Pete Ventures versus Randy Gallegos.
Belly, can I
So-
just say I'm really happy you followed your heart with this art.
So again, like you go over to the right,
Yeah.
and that's Zach.
That's me.
Yeah,
That's Belly TV.
That's Belly.
that's really true. There
those
you
are your
go.
those are your
Those are my,
viewers.
that's my chat.
That
going
art
into my-
looks like something out of 40K. What is it? Looks like a Nurgle.
Do you know?
Demon.
Tor, guess which set this is from.
Mirage. I don't know.
Once I tell you, it's going to be very obvious.
Okay,
just
then
tell me.
tell us.
This is
Just tell me.
a Orzhov like thrall or something from Ravnica.
Oh, it's Ravnica. Okay.
We have 15 minutes left. Tell
No,
us.
we could go longer. This is
No,
fine.
we're
We
not
could go
going-
log. We could go log.
We're
Keep
not
going.
going any
I-
longer.
well, wait. Okay. Pete Venters versus who won? Was it
So
Pete?
Randy won. This was a close one. I'm gonna
Yeah.
mute a little.
45 to 54.
I like how we can see how Belly voted.
Okay, so
Or no, that's I Love You Man, I guess.
no,
Or
this
is
is,
it-
this is how
this is
Belly
Belly-
voted.
Belly television.
We get the
Now
Pete Venters. I would have voted for Pete Venters too.
I
voted
voted.
for Pete as well.
I voted for. I voted for Randy.
So
I think just because of the art.
I want to point out a pattern that Belly had that I noticed when I was uploading these is that I think more often than not, if the artist had a dwarf, Belly chose the dwarf, which I
Yeah,
think
because dwarves rule.
okay. But sometimes the dwarf art was not
Whoa,
the
whoa,
best
whoa.
representation.
Whoa.
Zach, I mean, you literally just picked the first Google
Artist in
search
the-
image
yeah.
for these artists.
How is including dwarf art less subjective or arbitrary than most valuable card?
I will
Like
say
you
that
thought with your pocket, Belly thought with his heart.
Yeah,
I didn't
Belly,
always
Belly,
pick the most
Belly,
valuable
go
card. I
back
just
up.
sorted
Go
that
back
way.
up for a second. Go back up for a second. Now click on that second card. No, go back down. No, Belly, the other one. Yeah,
Okay,
click on
all
that one.
right.
Now, no, Belly, go down.
He just
Belly,
wants to
go
say
down.
that I look like a
Click.
crone.
Click on the second one. Now
Whatever.
that's not a dwarf. That's a Kagan.
Okay, so I love this art by Pete Venters. I think this is a great choice. I think some of the other ones. I'll point out when we get to it. Some of the other ones, I think there were better choices, but this one
Okay.
I love by Pete Venters.
Yeah,
I think
it
it
was
has
pretty
such a
sick.
mood.
Okay, next.
It just
so
feels
Randy
like
won.
you walked into the wrong tavern. You know?
Yeah.
This is basically like what the crowd looks like when Zach does a comedy set. This first one.
No, they love me. I've been crushing.
No, you've done.
I've been
one
having
good
some
set.
rough sets lately.
Yeah.
Okay, next matchup: Adam
Now, this
Paquette
was a
versus
blowout.
Donato Giancola.
See, this is one in which I think that the dwarf art is not doing Adam Paquette favors. And I love Adam Paquette. He did some of my favorite lands.
Is that
Well-
a dwarf though?
It is. It's
Yes,
a
it is.
very. It's like the showcase Shram.
From March of the Machine. It's supposed to
Yeah.
be like a statue version of him.
I think the right person won here.
Donata Giancola.
I think the right person won.
The artist of the memory jar, which I alluded to last time, this is the memory jar art.
And we did get some engagement from the Memory Jar podcast, who retweeted
Did we
this
really?
poll. Yeah, I tagged them and they retweeted
Who's
it.
that?
They were on our show before.
Who's that?
Okay, Donato
Next
won.
one.
140 votes. All
I
right.
think Zach is mad. Can we go back up to the previous
No,
one for a
no.
second?
Next matchup.
I love Adam Paquette. Like I really do. I love
Yeah,
his,
well, I think
he-
you.
he
I
has some of
think
my
you. I
preferred
think you
basics.
just want Zach. I think you just want white guys to win, and there's a problem with that.
Okay, next matchup.
The
Darkin
other
versus
artist is white
Nails Ham.
too, right?
No, he's not.
He's Italian. It's still white.
Zach, how dare you?
Okay. All right. Next one. Now this is another. This one I would have thought was close.
I think the art picks are great here, man.
See,
Like,
this is one where like I
So
think
awesome.
I'm engaged. You know, it's like the left one's Belly, the right one's Tor. You know, you got me hanging on. I don't know what Zach is. I think Zach's that. Oh, Zach's that lizard.
so. Here's the thing. I love this art. Okay, this is Darkin versus Neil's Hand. I love this Neil Hand art for our March of Otherworldly Light from Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. But like, okay, Darkin has all this different types of arts. He's got all sorts of cool characters, and you chose this like
I
Ghost Forge.
really like what this is devolving into. Is Zach has a problem with every single vote.
Every single curation.
And I mean, Zach, if we go back to what you curated, you were picking the same thing.
You gave me the keys, baby.
Well,
This is where I drove it.
That I think that this art by Niels Ham is just so much more evocative than
I cannot wait.
It's
till
more
the
evocative.
finals.
This guy's fucking.
That
How
guy's
is that not
cool, dude.
evocative? There's fucking stones
That
floating
guy's
around.
cool.
He's
I
got
will
a
say-
huge tunic.
his proportions just look so strange.
What are you
He's
trying to
a
say about my
dwarf,
dwarves?
dude?
Dwarf.
That's
What
a
are you trying to
dwarf,
say?
Zach.
Body shaming,
Are you
Zach?
saying-
Zach,
Gnomes-
why are you body shaming, dude?
Okay, next one.
gnomish
All right,
proportions
So
next
on
Niels
those
Ham
two.
won with 71% of the vote, almost 72. All right,
How many
next
more of these
matchup:
are there?
Igor Kirilluk versus Titus Lunter.
I like
is
this. I love this choice for
That's
what is it?
Igor.
Yeah. But the name of the art it's something corpse puppet. I
Yeah,
forget the
I
name.
think
Now
of
the
it.
right, now
Venser corpse
the
puppet.
right one's from Inventors Fair, correct?
Yes.
Is that a vehicle?
It's Kaladesh, but yeah, you always call it Inventors Fair.
Well, that's what it was.
Yes.
My name for this diptych was The Fast and the Furious.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's really. I guess there's really only Lunter's art.
You know, Zach's middle name is Igor, so that's
Okay, so,
interesting.
no, I'm putting together Belly's criteria. So the first filter is dwarf. Dwarf gets picked. The
Uh-huh.
second filter is vehicle. So it's like-
I think you have to do that though. You have to.
It's
It's like it
beautiful.
makes sense. Zach's was
Yeah.
money.
I
You know?
had
you've got a
yes,
system.
And
You've got a
constructed
system.
by ability.
Zach's was money.
and constructed by ability.
Belly's is dwarves and vehicles.
Yeah.
And mine
And
is
it's all
gonna,
valid. It's
and
all
Tor's
arbitrary.
will be feet.
and it's all valid. Okay.
Okay.
So Igor won. I do love this art. Was just so metal. I had to.
The art is really cool. I think like Lunter has really great landscapes, but it's hard.
But I didn't. Again, I
didn't
chose to be.
choose I do think,
There's
like,
no
the-
vehicles in landscapes.
Okay. Next
Yes.
matchup: John
Yes.
Avon versus
Yes.
Raymond Swan.
Legacy weapon. Legacy weapon.
And these are great choices. I got no complaints here.
Okay. No notes. That's nice.
So Zach, you only have complaints on 95% of it.
That's correct.
I both of these cards are so fucking awesome. I love Legacy weapon is definitely a nostalgia card for me.
Yeah.
Because you
This,
can win the game with
Not a
it.
good card, but
No, it's
very
terrible.
nostalgic
No, not
card.
a good
Oh,
card.
it destroys things, right? Yeah.
For
Yeah, for a lot of
Uber.
mana, I think.
Yeah.
For a lot of man. Yeah, it's not great, but it was the coolest thing in the world when you were a kid.
Oh, yeah.
The name of this diptych is Dune Part 2.
Ooh, yes.
Okay, so there is genuinely like there's
theming.
kind of
There's
crossover
stories.
between
Yeah.
Okay,
There's
you're telling-
stories.
Jesus Christ,
It's
this
all
is complex.
interwoven. Okay, John Avon won with 69%. 160 votes.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
So you
Okay.
gave this engagement.
All right. Then next matchup, Jim Nelson versus Vulcan Baga.
I mean, this is a big toad.
Dude, this
What is the
fucking
story
rules.
But,
here?
but you're choosing like a Kaladesh invocation, like a treasure, like one of the rarest. Like this card is like $400 or something.
Okay.
Like
All right.
versus this like omniphibian.
Who fucking rocks? He
He
looks
does
so
rock.
You think
sick.
you're too good for Omnifibian?
He looks so sick. He
Okay,
looks-
wait. I want to know what I'm telling a story, but like all I'm seeing in the second one is like goatsy, like a butthole be. But what could the? I mean, part of me wants to go like Lord of the Rings angle. What was the story being told here?
This was kind of like, so one working title was Scavenger's Reign, which is the sci-fi animated show, because this guy reminded me of Scavenger's Reign, like the character design.
Okay.
But another was just, I
Scavenger's
imagined this giant frog on a quest to find this ring.
Dude,
It does
telling
feel like the
myself,
Prince
we
of
gotta
Road or
we
something.
gotta do a D&D
Frog
campaign.
Prince.
Yeah. I
I'll
have
do
gotten
that.
feedback that people want D&D.
I'm starting one in April, and I want to do more because
Hell yeah.
I've been building this
should do a-
character, and
we
it's
should
fun
do a-
as fuck.
Hell
Yeah, we should do it again.
It is a genuinely fun.
We had planned a D&D saga, and then we scuttled it
Why?
because you didn't want to do it that week, and then we just didn't do it.
No, I think that
I
was
was
an
writing it.
RPG you did about Corner Bar.
We
Yeah,
should do
exactly.
more
It was about the
RPGs.
stink bomb site. So.
Why don't we do
Vulcan Baga one was 78. Vulcan crushed Jim Nelson.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Fucking crushed him.
I would have voted for Jim Nelson.
Yeah.
I think I voted for Jim Nelson too, but it's just like this art, this Soul Ring art is like so. It's such a chase variant, and it's like, it's
Is it
just,
the original Soul Ring?
No, it's not the original Soul
No,
Ring,
it's
but
like
it's
the
one of the first reprints that they did in like as we entered the Commander era. This was from Inventors Fair too.
I wasn't
Kaladesh.
aware there was a vote.
okay.
Yes, you
Next
were.
matchup.
There's no way you could have avoided this fight.
Next one.
Johannes
I
Voss
wasn't
versus
aware of
Heather
the vote.
Hudson. Oh, Heather lost.
See,
lost?
you see.
Holy shit. Our audience are sexist. God damn it.
Yeah, I think our audience could watch a little film called Poor Things starring Emma
Yeah, I
Stone.
bet you a lot of them have.
What's the second art?
Let's look at it.
What's the card?
I think it's a commie from original.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it's from
Kamigawa.
original Kamigawa.
I was
I
gonna
don't know
say,
which one.
this is one
Damn,
hell of a
R.I.P.
creature.
Heather Hudson in this tournament.
Sorry, Heather.
And she's got bangers. Doesn't she have the original? I think I chose it for my art pick, but she has the original Court of Calling.
The Magic
think so,
community,
yeah.
much unlike the United States, is unable to elect a woman.
Wow.
Unfortunately,
Pokemon go to the polls.
Okay.
Mike!
perfect
God.
timer. All right, next
Bro,
poll.
Not
Before-
what we're
Alright.
looking
We're
at.
pouring
Heather
one out
Hudson.
for Heather Hudson.
Bro, I gotta go.
All right, what do you
All right.
think? Let's talk about Johannes Voss, about his art. Why did you choose this Eldrazi, Belly?
This one I kind of just picked. Like sometimes a form is so evocative. I was just like, I got it. There's, it just
There's a
riles up an
strangeness.
emotion in you. It's strange and eerie. That was kind of the vibe I did for both of these.
Okay, I like it.
Oh my god, that was a long piss.
Okay.
See, we almost got through with a nice, relatively
Johannes?
controversy-free "I Love You, Mana" episode.
What's
This is-
controversial about taking a leak, bro?
Okay. Next
Oh,
matchup: Rebecca Gay
My
versus
girl.
Carl Critchlow.
I'm
And
sorry. I'm
this-
sorry, Carl lost. I'm sorry.
God,
the
I
girl
wish
lost.
I had a poop to take.
This
well,
was
Mike,
awesome. I
Mike,
love this
Mike is
matchup.
not sexist because he put the toilet seat down. So at the very least, he's got that.
Okay, so what
Maybe I
about
was
this
putting it
matchup?
up.
This was just elves versus dwarves.
Ellsworth.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
And Priest of Titania is such an iconic art.
Yeah. And Rebecca Guy fucking crushed Carl.
Yeah. I
I
think
think
it might be the
it's
most
the biggest blowout.
decisive vote of this round.
I do think so. And I think
My
her last
girl,
round
Rebecca.
was also. I think she's a huge contender.
She's mine. She's the one.
Yeah.
I'm,
If she's in your bracket, then I think you've got good odds.
she's got such Bitter Blossom, man. She was Bitter Blossom, wasn't she?
Yeah,
No,
that was in round one.
She's gonna be interesting for the finals to pick for.
Okay. All right. Okay. This next round.
Okay, this one I can't.
This one I made.
I got a sneak peek.
I made this for Mike. This was. I was thinking of Mike. When I.
Oh
did this one.
yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
forgot about
I
that.
mean, yeah.
I-
I mean, this is fucking awesome. I mean, if there was ever a poll that encapsulates the two sides of my brain, there it is.
What's the story here, Billy? What's the story you're trying to tell?
Okay.
She gonna tit fuck the
I mean, Dan Frazier needs to go all the way, dude.
Oh shit.
Okay. Some of my
The
thinking
entire
was.
bracket is just this. It's ogre like matron, right? Is that the card?
I don't even know.
I think it's
The-
like ogre matron.
Also, this
art.
card. I'll try to look. I'll
Look
look
at
it
how
up right now.
Zach's pretending to be disgusted.
Wait,
but he
Zach,
couldn't
what
be
do
more
you got a
delighted.
problem about?
I mean, I'm not disgusted. It is a very funny juxtaposition of images. Well, I mean, it's just very funny that we go from Dan Fraser, the art that I chose, which was, did you notice the Mox
Why do you
jet?
always keep going back to the
Because I
Yeah,
didn't get to
yeah.
talk
Why
about
do
it
you,
last week.
why do you?
Ah,
why do you
setting that
keep-
up as
why-
the objective truth?
Why do you keep going back to like, we got off to a rocky start in these polls, right? Like for your week, and then Belly really steps it up, dude.
I'm
like
just saying the
where hand
juxtaposition
placement is for the
of
shark.
Yeah,
This
that
is-
was kind of part of it.
This
The
is
shark, the hand
this
placement
is
of shark.
literally better
Yeah.
though, dude.
it's pretty good.
And
I
actually,
gotta
the
say.
knife lines up too.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
it's
aren't
actually
we-
perfect.
Aren't we also a comedy podcast, Zach?
This is beautiful.
What happened to the comedy?
I
I
will
think there's
say
been plenty of laughs.
Dan Fraser has quite a I don't know,
He's
Ooh.
got a collection.
library.
Here, can you go to
collection
that
to choose
second
from.
picture?
So this second picture is Hasran
Now
Ogress.
let's zoom in.
on the mouth. I want to see
Or
this.
the
teeth.
armpit.
I don't know how to zoom in on this.
Just zoom
You can
in.
do it at home. For those of
Oh,
you
natural armpits.
I
Should we
think
describe
it's large
for the
enough.
listener,
I think it's large enough, Mike.
for the listener who maybe is not seeing these images, do you want to describe? Do we make it clear that it's a bear, like a shark bear or something from Ikoria on
It's
the left?
pouncing shore shark.
Uh, Pouncing
One of
shore
my
shark.
favorite cards.
God, that's
Actually,
great,
my favorite
that's some
card
Great art.
That's your favorite card?
from Ikoria. Yeah.
It is beautiful.
This is my favorite card.
So this was part of the nostalgia. I guess I have nostalgia for Ikoria because that's where I went ham with actually playing on Arena, and I had a
Oh.
mutate deck that I fucking ran into the ground. And
That was
pouncing
the
shore
crabs,
shark,
right?
Oh
no, that
I
was
had
the
some
villain.
crab variants,
Okay.
but it was more just mutate. Pouncing shore shark was fucking my G. Anyway, Ogress.
I want to draw attention to the hairy armpits. They put
Yeah.
some real like effort.
oh
into
yeah.
it.
Yeah. See that, and that's progressive, and I don't know why Zach doesn't like that.
All right, we should move
I mean,
on.
I appreciate it. I cannot deny.
Okay, so Dan Fraser won.
Yes.
Yeah, as he
55%
should.
of the vote.
And I think just
Pretty
use
close.
this pick the rest of the way, and it's a no brainer.
Forever.
Just every pick is
yeah, every
Yeah.
pick is
every
so-
pick in the polls.
I think
For
just
every
use this
artist.
pick. Yeah.
Okay, next matchup: Ryan Pankos versus Gabor.
Okay.
Ooh.
Now this is a bit similar.
Yeah, it's two dwarves. What
Now
else could it be?
This is awesome.
I mean, this is literally. I mean, Zach, this is gonna unravel you this
We
tournament.
need to have a next March Magic. This is a dwarf off.
I mean, we could have just done that. We could have done like the best dwarves in Magic.
Well, let's do that next month.
Okay, sure.
That could be next month.
I mean,
Okay.
I got an idea for my month.
Ryan Pan.
Wait, you
what's
get a
your
month?
idea?
I don't know. I didn't co-sign that.
Well, Zach, you don't have to
Everyone
because
gets a
I'm
month.
El Presidente.
What's your month, Mike? What's your idea?
Go back up.
no,
Go back up. Click
Is it
the
this-
pick on the right. That's my month,
That's
baby.
Mike's month.
That's
All
the
right.
theme
Mike's
of my
life.
month.
It's not his month. It's his life.
That is
Um,
my life, dude.
Okay, Ryan Pankos won.
I'm kind of
Another
disappointed
kind of
that
blowout.
the like sexy dwarf beat like more kind of traditional dwarf.
Also, I
like
really like
traditional
Gabor.
dwarf.
I like Gabor a lot. He's also a frequent collaborator with Zoltan Borov.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he got
Sultan
stomped
the
out in
Bull.
this.
He did get stomped by Ryan Pankos.
Yeah.
Ryan had basically 80% of the vote.
I mean, we haven't seen a defeat this bad in this whole round.
No, we did.
Okay.
The whoever was against Rebecca.
Oh
Guy,
yeah.
got-
Oh!
No.
We have a tie.
What?
There's
That's-
a tie.
What?
Oh no.
Zachary, what are we gonna do?
Oh no.
Oh no. Okay, well, let's read
we
the
have-
round.
Okay, so we have Zoltan Boros versus Mark Poole with 168 votes. According to this Twitter poll,
Holy
It is
shit.
tied.
Is this possible?
50
Now, wait,
There's
wait.
168 votes. total. Holy shit.
Dead tie.
It's
Now,
a dead tie.
This art was controversial, or at least Belly.
Why? What?
No, sorry, not Belly. Sorry, Chewy called this out specifically. He was upset that we chose this art from Mark Poole
Why?
because
Why?
because you have like Ragavan, one of like the most like iconic cards of the modern era, versus like this random dwarven smith.
I
not
feel like Chewie's mad because this like looks like him.
Chewie wishes this looked like him.
Dwarven
Chewie does not
weaponsmith
have
is-
this good posture.
Whoa, Zach, that's hurtful.
Look at this guy's forearms. This guy's a Chad.
Yeah, this guy fucking rocks. Also, Dwarven Weaponsmith is like one of the weirdest cards ever. It's a 1 red, 1/1 tap.
Wait a
during
minute. Wait a minute though. But is Zoltan who you voted for, Belly?
I guess so. Well, I don't know
No,
actually.
he didn't
Does
vote.
the
He didn't
check
vote in this
mean?
one.
Does
Oh
the
no, he
check-
did.
Yes.
No, it
Yeah,
doesn't.
You
the
voted
check
against
means-
the
Oh.
dwarf, Belly? You voted
check means who
against
won.
the dwarf?
I guess so.
That's
I think-
crazy.
I think we just put Zoltan through.
no.
Do you want to change your vote so Mark wins?
No, how
true.
are we gonna litigate this?
You can't. The polls are closed. I feel like we just do a coin flip or something.
You don't want to choose amongst ourselves? I'm fine with a coin flip, to be honest.
I
Okay.
would
This is
choose
so
Mark
tight.
Poole, but yeah, I think it should go. I think it should go to a coin flip.
I mean,
Leave it
these
up
are
to fate.
both.
I'll
Well-
flip it. I'll flip a T, okay? And so there's 2 figures here. There's the dwarf, and this other guy kind of looks ape-like. So whoever it lands on,
Wait. What are we can't see what you're doing. I don't really trust it.
well, it landed on the dwarf.
Okay.
Dwarf.
Wait.
What, Zach? I have no.
What did you do?
I just flipped a T to see who it would land between.
Flip
So
the
wherever
T
the T
to
was
me.
pointing, it pointed at the dwarf. So the dwarf won.
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
Are we all cool with this?
Well, Zach, you don't have to be. I'm El Presidente.
Ellie, what is dwarven weapons?
When you tap Dwarven Weaponsmith during your during your upkeep, add a permanent +1/+1 counter to any creature. Each time you use this ability, you must sacrifice one of your artifacts in play. Just
Oh,
the
weird.
dumbest thing ever.
not
that's
bad.
That's old magic.
It's old magic. However, I do think they're
man.
bringing back +1/+1 counters for dwarves specifically
That's
as like a
man.
theme.
That's
I've
going to be one of their
noticed.
mechanics.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Or I'll show you a mechanic.
So
Anyway.
I kind of think Zoltan Boros deserves it more. I think he's working more. He's like, I think he has more art than
Zach,
Mark
it's
Poole.
too late.
It's too late.
The T landed on the dwarf.
It's too late. I want to push through Mark.
Okay. All right.
Mark won, and
Look,
Zach.
if you're a listener and you feel like our man Zoltan Boros got robbed, tweet at the podcast at I Love You Mana podcast. Join the Discord in our March Magics channel. Come at the boys.
I'll say this.
Fight for Zoltan Boros.
I'll say this. If you fight for Zoltan Boros on our Twitter, I will report your tweet and get your account suspended.
Great game. GG Zoltan versus Mark. That's crazy that it was 50-50.
So tight. Wow.
Okay, next round.
3 replies.
Steve Prescott versus Chris Ron.
Now, I actually made a commander deck out of the lefty.
Yeah, Guillaume. I fucking
Yeah.
love Guillaume.
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 Guillaume's pretty good.
Guillaume
Good guy.
versus Schramm.
Yeah.
The art for Schramm.
Yeah, the second art Shroud
Wow,
on
it's
this
like
list.
this is like a duel between me and Belly back in the Discord days.
Yeah, like truly.
Just me getting fucking wrecked by Schramm.
Now Guillaume does kind of look like your dad, Mike.
Well, my dad's been having health problems, so thanks
How's
for
your
saying
dad
that.
doing? Can we get a Joe update?
He's doing better.
Great.
He asked me to send him a watch that monitors his heartbeat.
Oh,
Okay.
To
That's
which
good.
I replied, "Buy it yourself."
Okay, so Chris Laron decisively beat Steve Prescott. Although, like, I do I do really. Did
What,
I
Zach,
finagle in this poll
Zach,
at all? Can't remember.
Is there a problem with this too?
I mean, I only just having two different arts of Shram in the same poll. I thought that
Zach,
was-
you know what? It sounds like you have a problem with democracy. You're unable to accept the results of an election.
It's like one poll, oh, I won't take a T-flip. Another one, it's like, oh, two arts of the same guy. It's like, Zach, I mean, what? Do you just want to be called March Zacks?
March Zach. March Zach.
March Zackics?
We should
All right,
do-
let's move on.
So,
The art choices here, I think, is great.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Hold
so
on,
next,
go to that right one.
next matchup, we have Greg Staples versus Magali Villeneuve.
Go to that right one, Belt.
Yeah,
So
that
I'm-
one's pretty
I'm
good.
enlarging
Oh,
Magali
man.
Villeneuve's.
See, I would...
any relation to Denny?
I hope so. My God,
Is that how it's spelled?
Yeah, I
that
think
is
so.
how it's spelled. Yeah.
See,
Villeneuve.
I'm gonna add a version of that right one into my bracket, but it's gonna be like a video.
Okay.
That is art for Clothis, god of destiny. From
It's just
Theros.
sick art. And then I remember this Dijin card. This was kind of a nostalgia, and then I thought the overly masculine would pair well with Clothis. You know.
This kind of like
What's going on, Zach?
What's going on, Zach?
What's the problem now?
well, you see those posts of like before and after someone's transition.
Jesus Christ.
It's
Oh
kind of-
boy, I mean, Zach, your Magic player's showing really hard now.
I'm just saying, Clothis is looking
Yeah.
good. You know,
Yeah, I'm
like
just
good,
saying,
good
yeah,
on
Clothis
her.
looks sick. So there you go.
Zach, what are you
No, it's quite the
talking
glow
about,
up.
bro?
Magali
I don't
Villeneuve-
think Magali is related to Denny.
Damn.
Damn.
Thank
that
you
sucks.
for researching that, Tor.
That was
Ma-
right,
but
next one.
Magali
sorry.
was Vorthos Mike's kind of ringer because he was like, people fucking love.
oh
Magali.
right. Magali is the beloved.
Yeah.
Dude, if it's between her and Rebecca, I hope
Ooh, that's
Rebecca
gonna be tough.
caves her head in.
Okay, and then the final matchup. We got it. We got to the end.
This is
boys.
the final one.
Yes,
Hell
this-
yeah!
And not only this one was
Ooh, I
very
voted in this one.
controversial,
So
I
Rob,
voted in this.
and this one had by far the most votes due to some tampering.
there is definitely tampering in this. This is not a free and fair election. Rob Alexander versus Steve Belladin. Zach had a lot of issues with this curation, I have to say.
What are the issues?
I don't know, Zach.
Well, at first I was upset with this art choice from Rob Alexander because this is like a Fallen Empire's dwarf that like
It's a dwarf. Yes.
this is art for dwarven soldier. It's like monochromatic. It looks kind of like it does.
beautiful
gives
art.
off. It gives off kind of like Van Gogh or Picasso.
No, it
from a
doesn't.
certain
It
era.
doesn't look like Van Gogh.
No, I mean some of his
You're
earlier
thinking
works. I mean.
Rembrandt. You're thinking of Rembrandt.
Like Goya
No.
or Rembrandt.
Sorry, I'm being so hostile to you this episode, Zach, and I don't know why.
I
really
know
appreciate
why.
all the work
to
you
it.
put into this because this
I
is
just
so
noticed-
fun.
What do you mean you're used to it, Zach?
I just noticed this guy's mouth. It's not really a mouth. It's more of like a. I don't know. What would you say?
It's like lost. It's like a bramble.
It's
Yeah.
a crevice.
It's like a little crevice.
Yeah.
That's
So-
eerie.
So yeah, at first I was kind of
This reminds me of me in like 5 years.
yeah. So at first I was kind of taken
This
aback
is
by
me
this
coming
art.
into the stream yard and no one else is here. That's what and there's Zach.
And so and
This
then
is
of course
Mike
we have
versus
Kiki Jiki. We
Yeah,
have
this
this
is-
reprint
this
art
is-
from Kiki Jiki.
This is Mike versus Zach, essentially. See,
And at
Zach,
first,
there you.
Zach wins in this one then.
At first I thought that
Tor,
like
well, I would like to debate that.
at
No,
first
I'm
I
saying
thought
he won the poll.
at first I
No,
thought
no,
that Rob
but I'd like to
Alexander was
debate it.
getting an unfair hand. That he was getting like demolished because his artwork looked dorky. But people were voting for Rob Alexander. People liked the
Yes.
dorky dwarf.
This one
I-
got
This one got
the most
300
votes.
votes. 317 votes.
So what happened was, as of like 2 days ago or 3 days ago, Rob Alexander was healthily winning versus Stephen Bellinger.
yes.
And then
the tampering begun. Then
Well-
Zachy wove his web.
yes.
Wait,
Well, I
what do you
knew-
mean wove his web?
Well, because I knew that Vorthos Mike is a
Oh
big
my
fan
god! I
of
mean, here
Steven
we go
Belladin.
again. We gotta bring this fucking guy up again.
And so I
This
messaged
guy,
Vorthos Mike.
this guy literally. I mean, he literally
Crushed
ruined
the
Stanford with
podcast.
democracy?
Highest reviews that we've ever had in
Zach,
weeks,
these
months,
are reviews in
years.
your mind. They did not equate to Apple reviews or Spotify reviews.
Was there an insurrection? Was there an
There was. This is bullshit, dude.
So
Here's
Zach
what- here's what I
engineered some
said.
posts. He had Vorthos Mike boost this, but with the cap, not just boosting it, but being like, vote for Steve.
I didn't say all I said.
this is not fair.
Oh,
dude.
you're showing us DM. What did you say?
All I said was, wait, sorry. I said the poll, and then I said worst possible timeline approaching. That basically that Rob Alexander was going to beat Steve Belladin, and that's all I said. And
Yeah.
then Mike did his dirty work.
Good on you, Mike.
And
Use
Mike,
whatever tools at your
I
to be
mean,
disposal.
fair, Mike got a
disposal.
lot of engagement on the. I mean, this has been very good for us. 'cause
I
Mike
mean,
got
I-
so much
I-
engagement
bookmarked
on
it.
the contest.
I'm disgusted.
Someone bookmarked this poll.
Because they wanted to see their
They
guy
wanted to
Steve
save it for
get
later.
through.
I'm disgusted. You know what? The right pick. It's not Zach anymore. That's Vorthos Mike.
Wait, what do you mean? Oh no, this is Vorthos.
Yeah. That's me. That's me doing it the honest way on the left, and then on the right is Vorthos Mike sweeping into his Twitter fucking trolls, sicking his trolls on our innocent election.
I suppose
Um,
I have to concede in the battle between Zoltan Boros and Mark Poole, having put my thumb on the scale for Steve.
I mean,
with
Zach, you
Vorthos
should
Mike.
have no say in the rest of the election aside.
Look, promoting
Mike is just. What are you doing?
promoting the polls, promoting the podcast is completely fair and legal, and it was good for us.
Yeah, that is true.
So it's all gravy, baby.
It is all gravy.
I agree. It's all.
I
good.
disagree.
had so
I think,
much fun.
Zach, I will allow you to do all the work for these polls, but as far as deciding, you're done.
I had so
Wow.
much fun curating round 2. Thank you for the honor. His whole
course,
name.
I can't wait to get
choice,
started
Scotty.
on this.
We-
And I can't wait
look-
for. I wait with bated breath
I'm
for
gonna try to
Tor's.
make everyone mad. I'm gonna try to make everyone mad.
I wait with bated breath for round 3.
We
All
have
right,
so many
Brad.
eyes on us.
Do we have anything to wrap up?
I'm disgusted. This is a sham.
If you are listening, when this episode drops, the polls will be being posted throughout the day. So check our Twitter.
Yeah,
at
yeah.
ILYM.
Feel free
Okay.
to quote
Yeah.
tweet it and sway the votes.
Tor,
I
do you
Yes,
think you can
that
crank
is-
this
that
out
is
before
good.
Yeah, I'll
tomorrow?
crank it out
Okay.
tonight.
Okay, cool.
I'll do it right now.
Hell
Actually,
yeah.
Please quote tweet it. Please retweet it. Please,
Vote.
try to get your friends to brigade. Like all of that drives the discussion.
I will.
Be
I
as
will
filthy
be
as you want with this
deciding.
election.
I will be deciding the final videos for this vote.
Oh god.
And I will say, if you quote tweet those, you might get your account suspended.
Okay.
All right, I love
And
you
with
all.
that, I love you, man.
I love you, man.
I love
See
you,
you
Manna.
next
Peace.
week.
Good night.